Alright, it's time to sleep at Nintendo, but I'm not sure if we can sleep over here. I know one place where we can sleep though, so let's get over there.
As much as we want to visit, there's no way to enter Nintendo's current HQs and development centers unless you work for or with Nintendo on a high level and are allowed into the tatami room. Lucky Kid and Krista. So for us content creators and fans, the second best option is to take the subway or taxi from Jujo to Nintendo's original headquarters, the Marufukuro Hotel.
Well, do we have a treat for you? This is the original Nintendo headquarters when Nintendo was started in 1889. And guess what? We are actually staying here. This is the original Japanese logo of the playing card company, which Nintendo started as, making Hanafuda cards, as you will soon see. And this is the English one. And we have a hotel room that we are going to be staying the night over. So let's make inside this very historic building.
The original Nintendo HQ building from 1930, as commissioned by Nintendo's founder Fusahiro Yamauchi, had been closed for decades and only filmed by a very brave urban explorer in the 2000s. The oldest preserved Nintendo structure, as the original wooden buildings where the company was founded, are long gone. Entering the hotel, you can feel the history. First thing you encounter is a solid statue of a crane, the symbol of Nintendo in early years, along with Napoleon, as he was in their sign and Hanafuda playing cards. The Marufukuro Hotel is divided into 4 buildings, where 3 of them are located in Nintendo's original buildings. The Spade Building, where I and Nintendown stayed, and 2 additional ones where you will find hotel rooms. The Heart Building and Club Building. Though watch out for the Diamond Building rooms, which are brand new and not historic. And yes, all buildings have a playing card theme, as Nintendo also produces these. For the real history experience, try to get a room in the first original office building as highlighted on the hotel's website. To the left of the hallway we find some pictures detailing the state of the interiors prior to the renovation, the reception and guest lounge, a place to relax with a tea and fill out papers while the highly sophisticated and skilled staff takes care of your check-in, luggage and guided tour around the humble office building. This one is divided into 3 floors where only the top floor has rooms you can actually stay in. The first floor has the guest lounge with the Lego model of the entire Nintendo complex, the stylish reception and the connection between the office Spade and the modern block diamond building. Here we find a dining lounge which we'll soon get back to, but first let's move up to the true core of this hotel, which is found on the 2nd floor of the original building. The included for all guests self-served bar, terrace and library. Enjoy as many glasses of aged apple juice with ice as you want. Former Nintendo president Hiroshi Yamauchi's favorite drink until his retirement and then death 10 years later. Though I found also a different bottle, the favorite of a fellow tragically gone Nintendo content creator legend and friend, Desmond Daniel Amorfa, Erica. I drank to both and hopefully you have met since you left this world. Rest in peace. The terrace is spacious with a view to the east. Luckily, we enjoyed it on our check-in day and night as rain was inbound the next morning. Now to the true Nintendo treasure trove, the library, the most gorgeous decorated room in the building, a Nintendo-themed space in the entire hotel, featuring the original Nintendo Hanko or corporate stamps, and much more which we'll go over after getting into a hotel room where we'll sleep and show you around. So let's get up to it. We in particular stayed in room 305, the Standard King, which was fitting as the channel is, as of the upload of this video, at 305,000 subscribers but wants to grow higher, so subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video as we enter our Nintendo themed room.
Hello there, Colin Wolfram here, and welcome to our Nintendo room in the official Nintendo headquarters, well, the original one. So let's go inside. Here we have our little entrance. We made a little bit of an exhibition. Of course, we are wearing face masks outside of the hotel room. We have playing cards, since the theme of the hotel are different playing cards. But Nintendo started with Hanafuda card production in 1889. And it took almost 100 years for them to expand into video games, but then again, technology, it develops and evolves. Everything, as you can see, drinks and so on are included. We even have a little fridge here. Everything here is included in the price. Drinks, literally anything, so we're gonna enjoy that a little bit later. And yes, these decorations we added ourselves because there are not much Nintendo decorations, if any at all, within the rooms. But you can ask for Hanafuda cards if you want to play it, if that is what you decide. But if you want that real Nintendo feel, bring your own Nintendo merch and decorate the room, because that's exactly what we did. You have the mirror, of course, But let's go into the main action. And I have to watch out because ceiling is super low compared to me, and I have to watch out also when it comes to the lamp. So let's go. As I said, we have decorated this room ourselves, so none of the Nintendo stuff that you see here will be here if you book here. So you're gonna have to bring your own Nintendo stuff. There are a few exceptions though, which we'll get soon into. Let's start on the table here, where you find one exception, because that is the original logo of Nintendo that we see right here. The pen I brought myself, it was bought at Nintendo Osaka. The same goes with the keychain controllers, both for Famicom and for the NES. I of course also bought the passport cover for my passport, and you have a little notebook as well. We also bought in Nintendo Osaka these Hanafuda cards, which are Mario themed, because these are the cards that Nintendo started with their business venture in 1889. At Super Nintendo World, we bought this great Christmas decoration. I have my own Nintendo Switch and some Japanese Nintendo Switch brochures. We have a nice TV, framed in wood and everything, very stylish. Like, this is a very exclusive hotel. It's pricey, but if you want to experience when Nintendo started, I would say it's worth it, but probably only for one night, just to have that experience. Maybe the final night in Kyoto, maybe the first one, depends on what you prefer. So the Wi-Fi is very good. You can also see the entrance of the building on the screen. I bought a Zelda type because, well, if you're gonna stay at a place like this, why not be classy? We're moving over to the bed. Big king-size beds. I would say even more than king-size. It's a very nice one. These are from Super Nintendo World. That is from the Pokemon Center in Osaka, and the same goes with the Pokemon Center in Kyoto. Sorry, there are just so many in Japan. Then we have bags from Nintendo Osaka. As we know, we have decorated it all. We have a little bit of Easter eggs on the side, like everything Nintendo here. We decorated ourselves. So let's move towards the bathroom, and there we also can see the very nice detailing, because this is the original Japanese logo of Nintendo when they were making Napoleon cards, which we also showed you in the entrance. But they also have an English version, playing cards, the Nintendo Playing Card Company, founded in 1889, Kyoto, Japan. These keychains, by the way, can be bought downstairs as a souvenir, and which we definitely will do before we leave. So, as I said many times now, we decorated it itself. The same goes with the question mark from Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Bros, the first one. So this one is covering my suitcase, just for adding the mood, you know. We have a nice little mirror here. And then we have some more Easter eggs here at the entrance to the bathroom. We have a little goodie bag that comes with the hotel. So, like a typical amenities, toothbrush, shaver, hairbrush, nice, and some to pick your airlocks. We've added a few more Easter eggs. These are Yoshi mints, and we have, of course, by the flower, a red Pikmin, also a flower. Now we are gonna save the best for the last, which is the bathroom. And as you can see here, it is styled in a Japanese onsen design, because you have this traditional Japanese stool and bucket to, of course, put water over your head. We have a shower, of course, different type of shampoos, but we also have a big Western style, or sized, especially for me, who, you know how high I am, bathtub. So you can have hot and cold waters and enjoy a little bit like a Japanese onsen. There's one not so far away from here. So if you want to enjoy a Japanese hot spring experience, that is definitely the place to go. But I've been saving the best for last. Don, let's show you the incredible toilet that opens by itself. I didn't think it was possible. Of course, it's a bidet. It has all kinds of functions. And this is included in every room, no matter the price class. So get the cheapest one, but be sure to get a hotel room in the original building.
Yes.
Because you get the original design and also the staircase experience, where the offices of Nintendo used to be a long, long time ago. Well, I think me and Don has been filming all of this. Hello.
Hey.
Need to go and have some dinner, actually.
Which I'm going to be completely honest, did not really match our expectations and high standards of the rest of the hotel. In other words, I'm glad it was included in the price of our stay. Luckily, the dessert saved the impression as we retreated to the library to find all the hidden Nintendo Easter eggs while enjoying what the bar had to offer. The previously mentioned Hunko stamps, a styrofoam card of Mew, plenty of original and mini versions of Nintendo's historic consoles, a rather broken Nintendo Switch, the original Game Boy, interactive screens showcasing the original Hanafuda cards, and the Game & Watch, plenty of Nintendo, business and other inspiring books, and so much more. It literally felt like analyzing Nintendo or Zelda trailers. It was just so full of references. No doubt, the Marufukuro Hotel and Nintendo really put the effort into this guest-exclusive space, and it shows as we could read before Mario in a setting like no other. In fact, the philosophy and idea of this place is perfectly summarized in the following description found in the library. Quote, "Library DNA isn't a Nintendo corporate history archival room. It is an immersive experience where you can see, feel, understand, and be inspired by the Yamauchi family's DNA, designed to represent our interpretation of Nintendo's history and global cultural impact. This is a space where upcoming leaders of emerging generations can gather and cultivate unique creative and playful minds together, becoming an epicenter of fun and excitement that ripples across the globe. The Yamauchi family's journey continues as your journey begins here." End quote. A place for the nerd and conservative businessman. Speaking of conservative, this hotel, which isn't for everyone, both when it comes to the price of stay, but also the dress code and type of guest you will encounter. So let's cover the experience first. It is very stiff and reminded me a lot of the most formal dinners and meetings I attended in the past with the Conservative Party of Norway, and it went for pretty much everything throughout. A fitting place to stay for Yoshiaki Koizumi and Nintendo of America's Doug Bowser when they visit Nintendo's current HQ in Kyoto, south from here. Personally, I'm glad I wore a suit jacket since otherwise I would have felt out of place. A fact Dan also made clear to me as he didn't bring formal wear for this trip. This is not a hotel designed for your regular Nintendo fan, but future and current leaders and businessmen and their loved ones, as the facilities offered are like a 4 and in some regards 5-star hotel, complimentary minibar with drinks and truffle chips/crisps, and way more, toiletries and stylish bag with embroidered logo to keep as a souvenir. But first you want to use it in the luxurious bar with a shower, wooden bucket and chair, typical to Japanese onsen, all to clean yourself before enjoying a hot bath in the massive bathtub, something we did twice in the evening and morning. Outside of that, you can play your Nintendo Switch docked on the massive TV, or playing Zelda Breath of the Wild undocked while you play the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom title reveal and release date trailer in the background. Exactly what I did before heading for bed. It was time for breakfast, so we headed down to the 4th building for the 3,300 yen Japanese breakfast, and unlike the dinner, it was really good. Worth the money and served by lovely staff who were really helpful despite me and Dan being the only non-Japanese guests. Now over to what you have all been waiting for, namely the price for a night's stay in one of the cheapest rooms Hotel Marufukuro has to offer, so here we go. 35,820 yen, or $260 US. More than it costs to get 2 exclusive A5 Kobe beef dinners in Kobe, and that was a discounted price of season shortly after Japan reopened, since currently the price is closer to 60,000 yen. As I've stated, this is not the hotel for your average gamer or Nintendo fan, despite the many Hanafuda playing card and historic console references. It is a really silent, exclusive boutique hotel designed for Japanese and international businessmen/leaders and their relatives, which can also be seen in the different rooms on offer. Even the views are restricted, as the top balcony views are exclusive to specific rooms in each of the buildings, and the same goes for the outdoor bath, which is found in the 3rd building's traditional Japanese tatami room suite, which is, wait for it, $1,000 per night. Then again, this one consists of a section of the Yamauchi family's original apartment, so for some, it might be worth it. All I can say is that a night at the Marufukuro Hotel is magical if you come prepared with your own Nintendo merch, to truly level up your stay. And that right there is all about the historic heart of Nintendo. So what do you think about all of this? Will you, despite the high price, try to stay and sleep at Marufukuro Hotel, Nintendo's original building, when visiting Kyoto? Sound off in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, then be sure to leave a like, subscribe and press the notification bell as we're working on more videos for a video series from our trip in Japan and want your feedback based on this video. Last but not least, a big thanks to all of you for watching and to all our patrons on patreon.com/commonrealm and in particular royal producer Charles Shash. You rock, and please enjoy one or both of these two awesome videos.